Hey, beautiful people. So, Church on Wheels has been out in the wild for one day now. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed creating it. I just wanted to talk to you about the process, the songwriting process and recording and who's involved. So the idea for the song came on a trip in Iceland. I was traveling in Iceland, playing some shows, and we went on this guided tour that they call the Golden Circle. Is kind of like one of their famous tours there. We had this eccentric, really cool guide, and he told a story about a priest who found a way to make some extra cash. He built like a church on top of his pickup truck. I think it was a big pickup truck. I may be remembering wrong, but don't hang me on this. So, yeah, he built a church on wheels. That's what he said. This Icelandic guide, church on wheels. You know, being a songwriter, when I hear a title like that, it's kind of like I have to find my notebook and pen, and that's what I did. I started writing and church on wheels, and soon after came the story, made up story about a man looking for something to cling on to. You know, Bob Dylan said, you gotta serve somebody. It may be the devil, it may be the Lord, but you're gonna have to serve somebody. That's kind of how we're programmed, human beings. We have to serve somebody. And in this case, it's God, it's religion, it's a woman, it's the blues. Church on wheels. Yeah, and the riff, like the core of the song, the melody, that was kind of created in an old fish factory in Fuglafjör, Faroe Islands, where a good friend of mine lives, and he has a rehearsal space there in an old fish factory. So I borrowed his place for a week, just went away from everything at home, everyday life, and driving kids to school, yada yada, all of that. I love that, but it's, sometimes you have to get away from it to unleash your creative beast. So I did that for a week, went to his place and brought my banjo, brought my guitars, and just started writing. And it was like a big foundation of the record was actually recorded or made there. Some of the songs, yeah, some of the riffs, and yeah, a lot of ideas. And yeah, for the recording of this album and Church on Wheels, I want to unite the Faroe Islands and Nashville, Tennessee. It's kind of my musical homes, like two of them. It's places that I love. Of course, I was raised here in the Faroe Islands, and I live here, and this is my home. This is where, yeah, this is my foundation. This is an amazing place. I love it here. The musical community is so strong, and just so talented people. But Nashville, Tennessee is something else. Like I love it there. I have friends that I call family, and yeah, I try to go there as much as I can. So I wanted to unite these two worlds. I brought Mike Fahey, my good friend, engineer, mixer, producer. He runs a studio called Starbird Sound in Nashville, Tennessee. Flew him to the Faroes, brought some friends of mine, Faroese musicians, into a really cool studio called Studio Block. Rest in peace, that place no longer exists no more, unfortunately. Went bankrupt, like so many studios are doing at the moment. Yeah, and so we have this old timer playing bass called Johannes Arekvo. He plays his old Fender bass, totally beat up, but he's such a cool character and an amazing musician. He's just a good foundation for me I can go anywhere when on top of his bass playing. You know, he's just like a really solid guy. And then I kind of think of them as a duo, the drummer and the keyboard player. It's Per Ingvaldur Petersen and Matthias Kapnas. They used to play in this band called Bendarspöner, which was like an kind of acid jazz, progressive rock thing, instrumental music. Really, really cool band. So they played music since they were kids together, and they have something beautiful together. And yeah, and then we recorded everything live. That the foundation of the record was recorded live. And then Mike took it to Nashville, where we did some overdubs, some strings, background vocals, percussion, you know, stuff like that, some Hammond. So we have my brother from another mother, Noah Denny, playing percussion and doing some background vocals. Christine Rogers is also singing on Church on Wheels. And we have the crazy man, John Eldridge, playing Hammond. Yeah, I'm so happy how it turned out. And I can't wait to share more music with you guys. Hope you have a nice day. That was kind of it. The sun is trying to get through. It's really foggy here in the Faroe Islands at the moment, but the sun is kind of like punching its way through. So I guess in a few hours it will be really good. I better pull out my barbecue. Take care. Peace.